Hey everyone, welcome to Q&A. So this week, Stellar Crix writes, why does no one respond to my online job applications? I've sent over 500 resumes, no responses. Okay, excellent question and totally pertinent too. And a lot of people have been in this situation. A lot of people are in this situation. You are not alone, okay? So don't feel too bad. This is not something weird. This is something quite common. Okay, I don't know precisely what you're doing, but I gotta say, generally speaking, applying for a job online or responding to online job posts is a terrible way to get a job, okay? It really is. Let's examine why. This is mainly because it is so easy to apply for jobs online these days. You could apply for easily 100 jobs in a day, and not even remember which ones you've applied for. It's quite common for people to do this. So what recruiters are seeing is that when a recruiter posts a job, oftentimes they'll receive 100 resumes, 100 applicants for that job. Some recruiters receive 500 resumes for each position that they post. So before we go any further, just think about that. If there's 100 applicants, statistically speaking, each applicant has a 1% chance of getting that job. And if there's 500 applicants, each candidate has a 0.2% chance of getting that job. So that's what you're up against. Then if we go a step further, your resume is usually not read by a human. Okay, no human will read your resume. What usually happens is that your resume goes through keyword matching software. Or keyword detection software, so that it looks for the keywords, certain keywords they're looking for, and depending on how many times you use them, it makes a short list of the initial round of candidates to screen. So you could have the most amazing resume in the world, you could be the most qualified person to do the job, but if you don't use the exact words that they're looking for, you don't even make the initial cut. So you can see that this process is the odds are really stacked against you. So for that reason, this is not a great way to get a job. And on top of it, a lot of recruiters will post and repost the same job. So, the number of applicants that you get just skyrockets. So this is not a great way to get a job. And I've said that several times. Okay, what can we do about this? Well, first of all, recognize that a proper job search campaign has many channels. You do many different things. There's many avenues you can go down to get a job. Applying for jobs online could be one of them, but if that's the only thing you're doing, that's not good enough. And before I leave that topic completely, I just want to say, when you apply for a job, make sure that you are customizing your resume to each job you post. People hate it when I say that, and I don't mean rewrite your resume. I mean just tweak it a little, emphasize a couple of points, maybe remove a couple of points that aren't relevant, and change a few words so that you're using the same lingo that they are using in the job posting. Okay, things like this. Also, if you can get a dialogue going with the recruiter before you apply, that sometimes really helps. Sometimes recruiters will give you their email or their contact information. Contact them and say, look, I have this qualification. Does it make sense for me to apply for this? Or I see that you've posted this position. Is it too late for me to apply? Things like this. And if you can get a little bit of a back and forth, that sometimes can help you because they've had an interaction with you in the past, as opposed to them never having interacted with you at all. Okay, the number one thing we can do to solve this problem is, first of all, recognize that 80% of the job seekers out there are chasing 20% of the jobs. Okay, 80% of the people that are looking for jobs are chasing 20% of the jobs. All the jobs that you see posted, okay, those represent only 20% of all the jobs that are actually out there. The rest of those jobs, the other 80% of the jobs, are in the hidden job market. Okay? And if you don't know what that is, Google this. Okay, Google hidden job market, because this is huge. Very briefly, a hidden job market is where a hiring manager knows that they have to hire somebody for a job, but before they go through the trouble and expense of posting the job publicly, they first think to themselves, well, who do I know? Do I know anybody that would want to do this and would be qualified? Maybe are there existing employees, or are there friends or friends of friends that could recommend a person to me that would want to do this and is qualified to do it? And they exhaust those options first before they post the job publicly. When the job is in that stage, that's called being in the hidden job market. So we want to tap the hidden job market. That's where 80% of the jobs are. And if you're applying for something in the hidden job market, you're not going up against 100 other people. You're going up against maybe 2 or 3 other people. So statistically, the odds are in your favor when you do this. Okay? So how do we tap the hidden job market? Well, we do it through networking. Okay, 75% of people who get jobs get it through networking. And once again, you don't have to take my word for any of this. If this is news to you, go Google this, go do independent research, you'll see that it's true. 75% of all people that get jobs get it through networking. So that's what we need to do. We need to tap networking. Now, this is great news for extroverts, for people that love doing this. For introverts, it's still great, because most of this type of activity happens over social networking or over email, things like that. So you're fine. You can do this. Now, within networking, what can we do? First of all, look at your personal network. Tap your personal network. You know people. You've met people at previous jobs. You've met people at school. You know people from other places. You need to tap that. Do some research in leveraging your personal network. Okay, that's big. LinkedIn is a huge resource. If you're not on LinkedIn and you don't know what it is, get on LinkedIn. It's a social networking site for employment and business. It's an incredible resource. Learn how it works. Make a profile. Get on LinkedIn. Informational interviews. Informational interviews are a third channel you can go through. Every job or client that I've gotten in the last, 10, 15 years has been exclusively through informational interviews. So this is a huge tool. It can work wonders. There's many great articles on the internet about like how to do informational interviews as a way to get a job. Read them. That's hopefully a lot more promising channel for you. Apply in person. And I don't mean apply for a job like a publicly posted job in person. I mean, think of a company that you want to work for that's physically close to where you are, and go to their building and walk through the front door and go talk to the receptionist and say, "Hi, is the manager for this department here right now? Could I speak to them?" And usually the answer is no. But you say, that's cool. I just want to drop off my resume and my business card. And if you could see that they get it, that would be awesome. And then you follow up with a phone call to the manager and say, "Hi, I'm just following up. I just want to make sure you got my resume and my business card. I just wanted you to know I have certain skills in this area, and I would love to work at your company. So if you're ever looking for someone to do this, please give me a call. Thank you for your time." Something like that. If you do that, you immediately jump to the top of the resume pile for any job they happen to have in the hidden job market, because you're demonstrating how committed you are and dedicated, how professional you are, and they've had a personal interaction with you. And if you've presented yourself well, then that's an advantage over every other candidate that they haven't yet met. So great channel to go over if you feel like this is something you want to do. So there's many options within networking. Try and tap the hidden job market. Try and go over some other channels. And statistics have shown that you will have much better results and much more results by doing that than responding to posted jobs online. So hopefully that helps. I wish you the best of luck. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.